What's up, traders, and thank you for joining in this crazy day. That was another major move for the NASDAQ, man, led by the one and the only Nvidia. Thank you so much for checking out our market recap show, as we are brought to you by Benzinga Pro. I'll be checking out, Benzinga here for any news that drops down. I see Bark just reported. That was a name that I was in a long time ago. But yeah, good movements here. Here we go. We'll run this down. We do have earnings basically starting tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, we have Tilray coming through as well. But look at today. It's the SMH, baby. Let's bang, put some bangs up on that one. We get a huge move up 3.5%. That's monstrous for any kind of an ETF, let alone SMH. But again, the reason why, look at this beast today. It's Nvidia and it's Sticky Note Nation. Stand up, man. That's what we're all about right now, Sticky Note, because, hey, we had this one early and often on Nvidia. Now, we didn't have it often. We only had it early. Here it is on my trading standpoint. Thank you so much for watching. Hit the like, hit the subscribe. I'm going to get the roll call going in just a minute. There it is right there. Through 500, we knew that there was going to be a story today on Nvidia. And what exactly is that story? Well, it's pretty clear. Let me just get it for you right now from our watch list coming through again. You know what? I don't want to... They say dox yourself if I put up my email, but it doesn't really matter. You guys can all probably figure out what it is right here. But there it is right now. The story came early, and look when we wrote it down. Make sure you go get it. Watch us on tradertv.live. We had it in the morning, man. NVIDIA was only up less than 1%, and there it is right there. H20 artificial intelligence chip for who else but China. So there it goes, and we're shipping them over to China now. They will get that figured out in the second quarter of 2024. And boom goes the dynamite on Boeing, straight up to, or on Boeing. Another story, straight up to the upside. Man, we got out at 512, but guess what? The calculations are going through my head right now. How much could have we made? How much could have we made? Who cares? Nvidia, nice upside move. We made a lot of money on that one, and we're pretty happy with the result on that. And again, it's not about making or losing. It's about having confidence to put the trade on, and we did that with Nvidia today, breaking through. And again, that's where that level looks like, right through 500. Now, why is this not loading right now? So this little ETF watch list, how do I redo this right now? That's going to be a problem if I don't have it. Let's go over to the Qs quickly, just talk about that, as I will maybe reload this watch list and get it going. Michael Nauss made this all up for me, so I'm going to have to go find out where I just put that right now. But it's the Qs with the upside move. Give me 1 second. I'm going to try to load that back in for all of you as we get the ETF watch list back through. So I'm going to actually, guys, log out of Trade Ideas and back in, so just bear with me 1 second. We do have Michael coming on today. That should be a good one to talk all about what the market has done exactly. Let me just quickly look at the triple Qs as we'll wait for Trade Ideas to load back up. Let me just give us 1 quick second here. So here it is on the daily. Up again, there it is. It's loading upside. Monster move, man. We break through 400 on the Qs. That's not really a level that I look at, but look, all day we kind of just kept on marching all the way back up to the upside, and there we go. We got it all loaded up again here now, as that went blank for me for a second. SMH, UNG with the nice move up. Brendan talked about the XLK on our podcast. Make sure you find that podcast. Go find it now. We talked about all of these. What a great day. XLK, the IBB as well. The biotech, that's the one that I like. I like XLV. I like XLK. Nice move upside there today. But look at USO as this continues to get beat up, right? The names that I like in here, XOM. Take advantage of these moves. Look at the daily chart here. That's a great one. But look even better at this, the weekly chart on XOM. You're just down to so many levels, man. This goes all the way back to October of 22, this $100 level. It's looking pretty good for XOM. Another one that I like, CVX. Again, getting hit back down to some of these levels. I would say pick some up if you like it. There's a lot of traders out there that like the reversion trade, right? So to me, what about FXI? A name that's definitely not working. This is large cap China. Let's see if this can get sorted out. With oil prices coming down, that should be good for China, right? There's a lot of production happening over there. I wouldn't be surprised if some of these Chinese manufacturing companies report higher margins, but are they selling enough? That's the question. American Express near highs, Visa near highs. We know the consumer is strong. What are they buying? What about Temu, right? We had PDD moving on that. Look at PDD, Pinduoduo. Again, what's working in China? Let's look at retail. Come over to this. Look at the weekly chart for PDD. This actually looks like it's about to break out. What about a 150 break on PDD? Look at the other side of this. Look at Alibaba, though. PDD's up here, guys. Alibaba getting absolutely destroyed. So I feel like we got to look for some strength in some of these names. And when they come through, let's find it. Alibaba, I still think it needs to break 80, but you're getting down to a spot where you may want to pick up some Alibaba on that side of things. Okay, XHP, the housing index, kaboom on that one. Bang that as that continues to go higher and higher as well. That is the housing sector making moves. Nothing really hitting in the aftermarket again. We will keep on double checking with Benzinga. If any sort of a story hits on here, we will watch out for that. A big story today as we talk about some of our trades. Nvidia and Tesla. I don't know what got into Tesla there at the end of the day, but something definitely did. Let's just look at it from a 3 or 4 minute time frame there. Nice move off the bottom. And look at this base, 236. We will talk about some sticky note trades, but we had this right off the open. And why did we like it? Let's just zoom back out a little bit. Let's go to a 30-minute chart. See down here, this is 235. We wicked down there to 236.30. We actually hit some 235 low there. So we opened up today in and around this area. This is actually the trade that we liked. It didn't have much of a catalyst. It's only up 1.29%. It's actually up less than the market today. That is Tesla. But look at the trade that we had. Again, it's a sticky note name. We had it on there. Hit the sticky note button. Actually, I'll do it right there. We had this dip buy right away early. The problem is, look where this trade hit at, 9:30, right at the open. For me, that's a little bit of a problem because we've seen Tesla drop $3, $4, $5. We're about to have Michael Nauss on here. He looks at what? Opening prints and closing prints. We'll talk to him about that one. That's a good long. And if I Michael Nauss this trade, which I pretty much did, I got out. That's a new one. Michael Nauss it. That's getting in at the open and getting out at the close. Well, that was pay dirt right there. So that's a good trade right there. As we had that all the way from the top, or from the bottom to the top. Good trade there, taking about $5 and finally getting stopped out there at the end. A crazy name today was Boeing. And again, we'll go back over on our watch list this morning. We talked about Boeing. U.S. regulators temporarily grounding 171 MAX 9 jetliners for safety inspection after Alaska Airlines prompted this issue, okay? The problem was, late in the day there, we got another report that some bolts were loose in some of the doors on these planes, found out by UAL. So now we have a problem with the Alaskan flight, now a problem with the Boeing, the door there. You don't want to be on a flight when you hear that rattling, do you? So right now, we got to worry about Boeing as it's down another 8% getting hit. But look at Boeing over on the daily. I got to go back to TI now. Where is it? Here it is right here. So here's Boeing. See what happened? Again, how do I... where's Michael Nauss? He's watching right now. I've minimized this, and when I maximize it, there we go. Okay, so it's minimize, maximize. So, all right, good. Solved. Michael, no problem. Right there, we're back. So again, look at Boeing on the drop back in right here. Let's check out what it looks like on the daily. You know what? Michael, if you're listening, I apologize giving you a name. Let's talk about Boeing real quick because it's hitting right now the 50-period moving average on the daily. That's interesting to me. Why? Because it goes all the way back to where we were back in June. Some of these June tops have been key for many reasons. NASDAQ, June top, taken out, right? Boeing, watch out for that, falling right back into it. Do we have something to worry about? I say yes. You do not want to catch falling knives when stories have yet to be finished, right? Boeing and the FAA, we've seen a big time movement on Boeing happen before, all the way down into $100. That's the COVID bottom when everybody was not allowed to travel. People were scared about what the future of travel looks like. Then all of a sudden, people say, no worries, and we almost get back up to some of those COVID levels before this news hits. Now it's Boeing to the downside. Where are buy zones for this? I say regardless of what you're looking at, I think you got to nibble something around $200, but let's let that story sort of take its course, per se. Oil, a story to the downside. Michael and I have gone back and forth about XLE. He and I talked about it. I did sell some up here in the 90s. We did think there was a chance for it to continue forward. Oil, to me, is one of the biggest stories out right now because I feel like there's going to be a big move happening at some point. I just don't know when. Like all these oil tankers not being able to go through. Big oil shipping container company, Maersk, not putting anything through the Red Sea. A deal deal with Houthi today. I forget which company it was, but again, very, very risky shipping things right now. Oil, a problem. If shipping's going to be a problem, obviously those big oil tankers got to get through. I thought that would spike oil, but it is not, as those continue to be problems coming through. All right, the other big trade today, we talked about it. It's Nvidia. They're sending the chips to China, and whenever you get that going, that is a banger news story, man. Anything to do with China, whether or not it's, oh, we can't ship iPhones anymore. Fake story. But if that happens, China downside, right? You got to worry about this huge economy. Nvidia now entering it in, as we had some talk with Joe Biden, I think appropriately, on risks associated with sending all the technology that has been built here, right, by US, or not built here, I mean, some of it's built in China, built here under Nvidia's wing, which is a US company, AMD, which is a US company. Now all of a sudden we're sending the technology over to China. I'm concerned a little bit about that, but as a shareholder, we celebrate it as we go back up to the upside. Let's check out the IWM. Now, if I talk to the IWM with Michael Nauss, I know he's going to talk about it being undervalued as opposed to the RSP, the equal-weighted S&P 500. And by the way, if you have the Hydration Nation, I've been talking way too damn much. Let's go. By the way, we're streaming live on X, baby. What's up, Elon? You now have the best possible recap show streaming live on your network, Mr. Musk. Here it is right here. We're streaming live. I want to thank all the, how can I see how many people are, so there's 3 views right now. How do I know how many people are actually watching this right now? Shout out to the 3 of you. I have no idea, but shout out to those of you that are on Twitter, man, as Twitter goes boom for us. And I'm just happy to be on it. TLT going the other way right now. We have over, hey, traders stay late. And right now, actually, I don't even have the right thing open. I'm going to find out how many people are with me right now. We have over 2,500 people watching. Thank you so much. But share, like, and subscribe so we can get this going. Hey, you know what? I'm in a good mood today because today was a good day. We had a lot of good trades on for you guys today, and a lot of them were one-hit wonders, which makes me the most happy because I understand it's hard to follow the trades, but when we're giving you Nvidia long 5 bills and Tesla long 236, it's hard to complain about that one. Let's do a quick little one before we call the man, the myth, the legend, Michael Nauss. It's going to be a quick little roll call right now because I'm in a good mood. What's up to Juan Padilla? What's up to Daniel here? Oh, Daniel, what's up, Daniel? Daniel's back in the building. What's up, Daniel? Come by, man, anytime. Good friend of mine, Daniel, there in the chat. Zion's here as well. Mike Pena's here. Andrew's here. Hey, look, we don't get paid anything extra for doing this. We're doing this for you, and traders stay late. So I say salute to all of you that are here. And I'm about to have one of the best traders come on with me very, very soon. It's going to be Michael Nauss. I can see he's in his red and black lumberjack. I was in that on the... he's in the white and black lumberjack. Where's the podcast button? Because show that. I want to show everybody the there it is. What's up, Michael? Me and you twinning right there. Let's go. Ryan's here. Everybody's ready. Good to go on that one. But hey, we're having a great show. But you know what we didn't talk about? Too many red things today. It's OIH, it's USO, it's gold. The thing about gold is, and we've highlighted this with all of our guests that have come on here, even JC was talking about gold, and he likes a NASDAQ. But you can see it's been a nice move to the top side. Gold pulling back a little bit as rates are going to become in focus. We talked about TLT a little bit, but definitely gold pulling back into the 50-period moving average. If you believe in diversification, it might be time to pick up some gold. All right, you guys tell me when Mr. Nauss is ready, and I will bring him on. Ramin, Fabian, are we ready for Trader Talk? Then let's go. It's Trader Talk, baby. That's right. I like that. Now, Mr. Nauss, Ramin goes, she's born ready, as I know you are as well. How was your weekend, my friend?
Weekend was great. It's actually been what, like 3 weeks, I think, since we've chatted because
I
we had
was
all those holidays. So
I,
how was your holidays? I hope
I
you
was
had
gonna say,
great time with your family and all that.
yes, welcome back to the big show now. And yeah, you know what, man? We had a fantastic day here, a fantastic holiday. As we're still on Michael Nauss, let's go back to the conversation. Nope, not yet. There it is. Hey, my guy. We didn't have too much bad weather, which was really, really nice. We actually had our first snowfall over the weekend, believe it or not. So that's been pretty good for us so far. And I know you have a not brand new, but as your family continues to grow, it's the holiday season that is the most special, man. Take as many videos and pictures as you can. But if I know you properly, you were studying a lot of charts.
Absolutely, as always. I actually have up here Boeing because you were
Yeah, let's
talking
go.
about in the green room about that. I know I'm not going to steal a Brian Shannon's thunder on this one, but
Do
not
it.
only did Boeing stop at the 50-day moving average, which you were talking about,
Yep.
but it stopped right at this anchored VWAP from this swing low right here. So this was a major swing low in Boeing. I think this was the end of the last, things blowing up news that happened, and it came almost right to the tick there and held that. So I think if you're trying to get long Boeing, I totally agree with what you said for waiting for a little bit of news to pass, waiting for a little bit of action to subside. But I think this could be a good line in the sand. If we consolidate here for a few days and start to push higher, and we're still holding that anchored VWAP, that's great. Now, I drew another anchored VWAP in case that one breaks, and that's around your $200 mark, which you were talking about earlier. So if we zoom out, it comes right here at the October 2022 lows, which was the start of the bull market we're in. So if you want to be aggressive, I would say you wait a couple days for everything to die out. And if we're still holding that, call it 225 anchored VWAP, I think you've got a pretty good place to play against and at least to know when you're wrong.
Yeah, no, I don't have a problem stealing anything from Mr. Brian Shannon. I mean, hey, man, that's a great, great, great technical spot there. And I actually just added it to my charts. I'm going to give you a plug right here with trade ideas. Anchor VWAP is just so easy to do on this. You mentioned it, so I just go like this, put it down here, and that's exactly that level. I've actually noticed, and again, obviously it depends on where you anchor them, but there has been a lot of confluence with 50-period moving averages a lot on some of these VWAPs as well. So anyways, it just happens to work out right there. What about Bitcoin? I mean, we don't have too many, I know you guys on Trade Ideas don't really scale the actual Bitcoin on here, but I know you're a big bull as far as some of the technicals look. And again, we haven't been together for a couple weeks. We've been talking about Bitcoin. I know we've had Adrian Zadunchuk, again, another friend of yours. They're the crypto burb. That guy's been nailing that as well. I know a lot of you have been pretty bullish. I'm not sure if you have any charts for Bitcoin that we could possibly talk about, but what a great run has happened today. For me, getting a little toppy on potentially selling some news on this. Is there anything that you have up that we could maybe discuss Bitcoin with?
I have Mara up here. We
Okay.
may want to take another shot of Mara. I feel like I'm going back to the well too often. It's a bit superstitious here, but I had Mara at 10. I got out the last bit of mine around 25. Like I certainly can't argue on that
Nope.
for a trade. It is consolidating here. It's holding above these recent highs at 20. If Bitcoin gets going, then I think that's interesting. However, as someone who is a technical analyst, so I study past price patterns. When it comes to Bitcoin, the first major high we had, I remember, was the launch of CME futures.
Right.
And that one second major high was the launch of Coinbase. So Bitcoin has this history of buy the rumor, sell the news. So for one, I don't think I'm going to get involved here until well after the ETF announcement is out,
Right.
because I am worried about like this massive rug pull that could happen that we've seen before in this space a few times.
I actually was just in the process, Michael, of pulling this up here on Benzinga because, oh, I was just there and it screwed it up. Almost back. Hold on a second. I want to go over to maybe a weekly chart to show you guys exactly what we're talking about. Yeah, here it is right here. We stopped today. Maybe weekly is too long. Let's go to a daily and see if we can find it. There it is right there, Michael. This 48,000, kind of a marker that goes all the way back to April of 2022. So I'm kind of with you, man. I feel like we're running into a little bit of resistance up here as we continue to sort of expand out on BTC me. So I really love your Mara trade. And honestly, for everybody watching, you nailed that. I 100% will vouch for your trade. You were talking about it at $12 or $13, and you talked about why it would be interesting with the short float and other potential things like that. So thank you for covering that for us all here one more time. Okay, with that being said, we talked a little bit about Boeing, you talked a little bit about Bitcoin. So those were two of my ideas that I wanted to get off my chest and discuss with you. Is there anything that's sort of looking attractive as we head into the new year? We've already talked about sort of that sad week that was last week, but that's not necessarily a bad thing, as you've highlighted on the show. So let's find some names that maybe we can get long. I see you're talking energy space.
Yeah, I love the energy play right now. So if you missed it, you can go back and check. But I was on this morning, and I kind of gave a synopsis about why, based off the election year, based off what we're seeing in the market, why we could be in for a rough couple months of the year.
Yep.
But ultimately, during this presidential cycle and what we're seeing, this massive bull market is generally going to resolve higher. Doesn't mean we have to, but generally is going to resolve higher. So what I want to do is, if I understand that the first couple months are going to be choppy, I want to play the chop. So what I did in actually preparation for this, I went to one of my favorite scans, and actually a product that we've built in conjunction with Brian Shannon, just to talk about him like we were earlier, where not only does the product find stocks that are pulling into major VWAP, but it draws it for you. Sean showed you how easy it is to draw on the product, but this, just by clicking on the chart, will actually draw it completely for you. So a couple of them that came up, one that I was talking about this morning with oil, this VLO, if you take the major anchored VWAP from this low right here in VLO, which is obviously an energy company, petroleum refinery, that caused this bounce. We're back to it, and today we bled under that anchored VWAP and had a monster rally higher. We were down earlier on the news that was being talked about on the show here, but we ended up close almost positive or a little bit higher. So VLO, I'm interested in this. There's a couple names like this, like NOG, for example, was one that I was watching with the same type of pattern, where we have another oil miner. And if we zoom out, and I'll just show you how to draw this yourself on the system, you can see we came right back into that anchored VWAP now 3 times, 1, 2, 3, and we bounced that. And this one I'm interested as well. I would be amiss without giving you one more, which is a sector you guys know I'm absolutely obsessed with, which is uranium. Was, other than Mara, my best kind of play in 2023. And again, I'm going to go back to the well. You can see the anchored VWAP from this pullback we had in October. I think everyone remembers the big October pullback that we had in the markets. If you anchor the VWAP from that low, then you can see it also lines up with this kind of $41.50 area, or 41.50 area. And we're getting some support here as well. So again, if the market's going to be choppy, I think you're a buy the dip, sell the rip type environment, where you want to look for pullbacks. You want to try to time those pullbacks the best you can. Then you don't want to get greedy with it. You want to make sure if your stock is hitting resistance, you're at least selling some, if not all, and then moving on. When we break out and we clear these all-time highs, then I'll be interested in going forward a little bit more and buying breakouts.
Did you find, because we're talking a little bit about the anchored VWAP there, maybe we can discuss like why sometimes we'll put it back to like those June lows, and why you choose here on Cameco to put it to those September lows? Like why did we not base it back down to those lows, as I'm looking at your chart right here, sort of like the new year of January 1st there, when we sort of made the bottom? Maybe we can go over to your chart. Yeah, like right down into there. Yeah.
Way down here.
Yeah, like I sometimes I find that it's tricky, and I ask the same question with Brian all the time, and it's just like, what is that? And you know what he talks to me about? It's your time frame. If you're looking for swing trades or something like that, then maybe put it a little closer to the most recent support. And if you're looking for a longer breakout, does that make sense? Am I actually learning from smart people here?
Well, that's exactly it. So your time frame is important.
Okay.
If CCJ gets down to that anchored VWAP from that low, I think that's interesting. The thing that really got me when and again, I've known Brian for a long time. I have both of his books signed. We've been out at bars together, so I know him very well. I know he's a really good trader. What really got me every time he talked about anchored VWAP was it's this area in which institutions fill orders.
Right.
So what you're trying to do is you're trying to find the spot that an institution would anchor it from. So he always says you take a major swing low. He always says, when's the last time that buyers took control? So when I'm looking at CCJ, we had this monster 3 or 4 day sell off from 40 all the way down to 35, and then it rallied. So for me,
okay.
this is the last area that buyers really stepped in and took control. So for me, that's where I'm going to anchor my VWAP. But if I'm looking for a longer term trade, if it comes back down to this one, I don't think that's a bad move either.
Right. So I guess we're always on the same page here with all of this. It's find a sector that you believe will work. Find some potential names in the sector. Even look at URA. That was another one for the ETF that you've brought in us many, many times. Okay, look, you know, if I keep you too much longer, then I'm going to have wife problems, and we both know that we don't want any of that. So, hey, it's Michael Nauss. They can go find you at Michael Nauss CMT, I believe, on Instagram as well. Is it the same handle?
Twitter, Instagram, Substack, YouTube. I'm out there.
Okay, Playboy, I know you got a lot of spots right there, but that's Michael Nauss, and I want to thank you again for coming back to the big show. It's Trader Talk. It's Michael Nauss. Thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Ciao. That's Trader Talk. Told you, that guy's legit over and over and over again. I want to thank Michael Nauss again for coming on our big show earlier on today, but now on the good one, the big guy here at the close. So thank you, Michael Nauss, for coming through one more time. A big friend, and you guys can all find more information on trade ideas in the link in the description and all of that. I really, really like that program. Okay, it's sticky note recap time, so let's just do that real quick. I always run out of time. I'm almost feeling like we got to put this a different spot. I pin the sticky note every single day. We pin the sticky note. So if you want to go find it, I want to thank everybody. Only 6,000 views. Okay, I don't want to thank you that much. Should be over 10,000, I feel like. But what was on here today? Let's just have a quick little look. All right, Nvidia 500. All right, why did we like it? Chips. We've already talked about that. So let's just go review. We've got Nvidia 500. Let's do this real damn quick. All right, so what do we have on Nvidia today? We have Nvidia 5 bills. And yes, we do. We got it. Bang, 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 bang. Right now, that's the biggest trade. It's the biggest trade on the floor. It's the biggest trade today. It's Nvidia. It's the #1 stock. I was up 10x on this stock. 7x on this stock, any other name. It is it is a trade list. It is a big one. It is Nvidia. It's a banger. Next name on the list. Let's go. This is going to be rapid fire, boys and girls. We've got Palantir. We liked it, man. ARK in there buying on Friday. We knew that they were going to buy at some point, but where? Where were you going to buy, ARK? Apparently, they're buying all day today as well. Palantir long 1580. Why did we like it? Well, because it was down into this area. We thought if Palantir dipped into something around here, we have that bottom of 15. Let's look out for 1580. This is why we charted it. 1580 right into that level. But unfortunately today it takes off and we didn't get it. But Palantir was a great long. We don't have any ticks on it today. It opened up at 16. I thought we could fall into here, sort of afternoon lows on Palantir. We knew we had a new program with Palantir. They started selling more commercial deals. We like that. It's Palantir. Bang on that one. We love you, Palantir, a long time, and we'll be getting longer on that. How about Tesla 235? Uh-oh. This is going to be a good one if you want to look at this. It's Tesla. Why did we like Tesla long 235? Well, there's the long right there, and there's the out. This is a $5 winner for Tesla. And why did we like this one? It doesn't get any easier than this for me. Darn it, we got to zoom back out. And again, part of it is my live account. This is a live account, by the way. It's just when we switch from sitting at one desk to the other, sometimes these wicks, they come back in. So look at this though. Here's 235. Why did we like it? It's been the bottom over the last couple of days. So we had 235 in there. We liked it. It ripped up the rest of the day. That's a banger trade for us on Tesla. The last one, it's Affirm. And let's just talk about why we liked it. If you're saying I'm going over this too fast, you're probably right. I'm talking super fast right now because I'm trying to get this in. But Tesla, go over here. Not only do I talk about it, I also put it on the sticky note. We also do a little bit of a recap of why we like it. It's the 50-period moving average, okay? Affirm, $46. I'm going to keep on picking on Affirm. Why? I don't believe in the business. That's the first reason why. The second reason is it's at a key level near $50. Third reason is high short float. Affirm to the downside. I still believe in this. One of my best trades from last week was playing the short. We'll play the pop on it today. That's what we waited to do. So here it is on Affirm. Well, guess what? Short early. I just got fed up. I'm like, it's not getting to 46. Short. But guess what, guys? It went to 46. That's the sticky note level. We didn't sit there. The high of the day on a firm is 45.98. The sticky note says 46. So that should have been the best trade. Well, it wouldn't have been the best trade, but it should have been a big one. Back on, it does retrace all the way to 200 period. That's a bang up trade. I want to thank everybody for watching again here today, but you think I'm done? I'm not done. One more. I know Ramin's got to go. So let's hurry up, man. Let's get this going. Sean's tweets. All right. Good tweet here. Thank you, Ramin, for doing this. Let's go into the downside. All right. Talk about this tomorrow. Most crowded trades as of December. Long Mag 7. Generally speaking, crowded trades are reversion trades. You may want to go the other way. Long Mag 7, crowded trade. Short China equities. I already talked about that. Could possibly reverse back up to the upside. Long Japan equities. Okay. I don't know, short. And there's not too many Japanese names I'd short. Nintendo, maybe off of a big holiday season could be in there. Short REITs, short 30-year treasury. So again, go long the treasury. I don't know. I'm pretty bullish in the market. I don't know if I'd be long treasury. Those are some tweets. I had another one here that I want to talk about as well. Bitcoin makes history. We just talked about it. Finally on the weekly, it's a golden cross, baby. It's Bitcoin, and it's a banger to the upside as well. Okay, last but not least, one more time, it's roll call because we missed this last week. Let's just quickly do it. I want a big shout out to Bears versus Bulls. Super chat time. Dirt Poor. Well, you got a little poor with the super chat, and I thank you. Oh, man. See, we should be clipping that, Ramin. That was good, okay? I mean, only one person on the show is going to say that. T. Blanche, what's up? Michelle, Willis, Evan, Laura, Nicole, LG Day, Abel, Ahmed, You Don't Say, and Hanan. Thank you so much for everything. But here it is. It's roll call. I'm not going to forget everybody who's here. Quickly, man, quickly. I got 20 seconds. She's counting down in my ear. TH, Thomas, what's up? I don't have anything in my ear. Michael Lloyd, Igor's here. Andrew's here. Paulie D says, Hydration Nation. I wouldn't be here without everybody. I want to thank everybody for watching one more time. Again, it's the Market Recap Show, baby. You've joined now the best. It's over 2,500 of you. I say salute to everybody. This will be put up later as a podcast. You can go find it on YouTube. You can find it at X. I'm Trader TV Sean. I'm everywhere, so go find me. Watch out. Cannot be duplicated ever or replicated. It's Trader TV Sean. Make sure you're finding the right handles over there. Look, thank you so much for watching. Marissa, I'm coming home. We did it again. It's another Monday in the books. Thank you to everybody. Join me tomorrow at 8:30 as we go all again, man. Watch all these trades live. 4 for 4 on the sticky note. Can we repeat? Join me tomorrow. We'll find out. Thank you so much for watching. Ciao.